The fuck? You see that one just sticking up? Yo, relax. What's good, y'all boys? Welcome back again to another video. It's your boy Boss Enosch. You feel me? And look, New York City Mayor Eric Adams has come under a little bit of fire for a comment that he made to a tax-paying citizen of New York just because she was asking him questions and it seemed that she was kind of agitated. This is the Young Turks. We're watching their coverage of it because I feel like it'd be a very interesting perspective from them.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams implied that an elderly white woman who had an important question to ask about unaffordable rents was speaking to him in a racist manner. In fact, he compared her to a plantation owner after she raised concerns about unaffordable rent. Now, before I show you the video, and stick around for it, I do want to give you the context so you understand where this woman is coming from. She has a legitimate concern, and she is representing the concerns of countless New Yorkers who are concerned about rents increasing. So landlords will be able to increase rent by 3% on one-year leases. They will also be able to increase rent by 2.75% for the first year on two-year leases and 3.2% for a second year. The rent increases apply to new leases signed on or after October 1st of 2023.
Oh, that's evil. That's evil.
So this has to do with the rent stabilized units in the city. There are about 1 million of them. And there is a board that makes a decision as to how much rent can be increased at any given time. Now, a woman stood up to ask a question about this. She is noticeably frustrated with good reason. This has to do with housing. This has to do with people being able to live in a safe place. And Eric Adams was not amused by it. Let's watch.
Before and after you supported those rent increases.
Ooh, the audio terrible.
0% rent increase. Why in New York City, where the real estate is controlling you, Mr. Mayor, why are we having these horrible rent increases last year and this year?
Okay, first, if you're going to ask a question, don't point at me and don't be disrespectful to me. I'm the mayor of this city, and treat me with the respect I deserve to be treated. I'm speaking to you as an adult. Don't stand in front like you treated someone that's on the plantation that you own.
Isn't it so wonderful?
Ooh, okay, look. First of all, okay, I understand being annoyed at somebody talking to you like, wait, da. But you're the mayor of the city. You comfortable. You living comfortable. You got bread. You comfortable. That's an old lady, and plenty of other people that are just like her, old, young, middle aged, whatever, who work regular jobs, who got families, who got kids, who trying to figure out how the fuck they gonna keep a roof over their heads and food on the plate. And you tell me that they could just raise the rent by 3%, 2.5%, just because they feel like it? And you're the mayor and you haven't said nothing about it, you're not doing nothing about it? Of course you're going to be frustrated, bro. What are you talking about? And yet you're going to get mad that she's doing that and then go and compare her to a plantation owner. What the fuck? That's crazy. You see that type of thing, you would see that type of thing on like Twitter or whatever, amongst regular people, where let's say there's like an argument with a white person or something, and the black person, whoever, makes like a racial comment towards them, like, oh, you're not gonna talk to me like I'm a slave, da. But okay, that's expected from a regular person. You wouldn't expect that type of rhetoric, that type of comment from a mayor of a city. Like, bro, like, why would you say that? Are you trying to imply that she's being racist because she's frustrated and talking to you frustrated? That's kind of crazy.
When someone asks you a question that makes you uncomfortable, you could just weaponize race to shut her down. That's exactly what happened there.
So, whoa, I'm surprised she said that. Whoa. And look how all the motherfuckers start clapping too. Like fucking seagulls. Start clapping like sea lions, like walruses, at a circus. Like, come on, be for real. He did not snap. The shit he said was not hard. What the fuck? This lady is frustrated and crying because motherfuckers about to gonna be homeless. Okay, gonna be, because they're raising their rent, not homeless, but gonna pay even more for rent. And yet these motherfuckers are clapping for him because he said, "Don't talk to me like you a plantation owner." What?
This one has a little bit of nuance, not a lot. So the little bit of nuance is, yeah, it's true that a lot of times some folks talk down to minorities and they do it in a way that is grating on the nerves in every imaginable way. It's happened to me a little bit, but my God, I've seen it happen to black people in a way that is maddening, okay? So that's your context, and I get it. At the same time, when you become a representative of the people, you must be accountable to the people. And you can't just say, oh, okay, you've got a problem with rent. How dare you talk back to me? I deserve respect. Nah, okay. And to me, put aside the race thing for a second. The whole concept, and it is pervasive in America, that politicians deserve a lot of respect. I loathe it. I don't think they deserve that.
Facts, motherfucker, I don't know you, bitch. What the fuck? What you talking about? I owe you respect. If you don't show me no respect, why do I automatically need to show you respect? You know what I'm saying? If you doing shit that's causing me problems and not doing nothing to solve it, why do you expect that you deserve respect? Who are you? You're not a king. You're not a sultan. You know what I'm saying? You're not sitting on a throne. You're in a position, a job position. Being a mayor is a job. It's not a, you're not a ruler, okay? It is what it is. Same shit for the president. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. You the president, okay? And you a human just like me. We bleed the same blood. I'm gonna talk to you how I talk to you. If you show me respect, okay, cool. But if you already showing me respect, yeah, fuck out of here.
At all. And I've seen people go into Congress and then all of a sudden say, I'm a congresswoman or I'm a congressman now. Who gives a damn? You're the same person, right? And they get this air about them like they're big deal. No, you're supposed to be a servant of the people. You're not supposed to lord over the people and be like, I am more powerful and I have more status than you. How dare you ask me an impertinent question and point your finger at me? No, we all get to point our fingers at the politicians and ask, why haven't you done your goddamn job? And are you kidding me? Like, you're getting upset about someone asking about rent being too high in New York City? I mean, how fragile is your ego? If you can't handle that, you shouldn't be mayor of New York.
So he claims that.
Damn, bro, is this Fox News or the Young Turks? That's funny, boy.
He has nothing to do with the decision that was made by the Rent Guidelines Board, that he has absolutely no say. I would venture to say that the mayor of the city could, apply some pressure and look out for the people of New York. But he claims, no, hands off, I have no say in this whatsoever. That's his argument, he insists. Now, I do want to give you some numbers in regard to what Americans are dealing with when it comes to the housing crisis and the unaffordable nature of rent.
Let's hear it.
This is the highest percentage of New Yorkers facing an affordability crisis in the 23-year history of a study that was done. So according to the study, let's just go back and I'll give you the details on that. There was a study released in April that showed that half of all households in New York don't make enough money to cover basic needs like housing.
Damn.
Okay. So according to the analysis.
And they wonder why, niggas turn to the street. You know what I'm saying? They wonder.
This is the highest percentage of New Yorkers facing an affordability crisis in the 23-year history of the study, and also marks a significant degradation of life quality since 2021, when the organization's report found that 36% of working age households weren't making ends meet. Listen, people are working their asses off in this country, okay? Working overtime, long hours, barely making enough money to afford housing, okay? They did everything right, they followed all the rules, and they can't even afford to put a roof over their heads. Goddamn right they're angry. And for any politician,
I remember when I was there, bro, when I was in New York, I had this Uber driver, and I was leaving. His name was Muhammad. And he was saying how he literally was struggling to make ends meet. He was the only one bringing in money. He would have to slave away in the car every day, literally Monday to Sunday, no days off, for 12 or more hours. He said the longest he went was like from the morning to like the middle of the night. And even then, he was only barely was making things happen. And he would still go home to get nagged at and yelled at and berated. And that was in New York City, bro. And there's so many people that's living like that, bro. There's so many people that's living like that. People that aren't even Uber drivers. People that, teachers, bus drivers, grocery store workers, managers. You know what I'm saying? All the different jobs over there, and people still... You heard them, right? Half of the people, of the working age people in New York, are not making ends meet, bro.
Anyone who signed up for this, who ran to sit in the seat that Eric Adams is in right now, to deflect and immediately imply that someone is racist because she dare ask you a question in an aggressive way, I'll grant him that, in an aggressive way, about this very real and serious issue, it's just infuriating. I'm sick of all of it. Okay, I'm sick of these politicians who run for public office, run to be public servants, and end up being anything but.
Ooh.
Yeah. So look,
what's she about to say? I'm sick of. She's just sick of it. She's sick of all of it. I'm sick of these fucking liberal Democrats. That's what she's gonna say. That's not doing their job.
In my life, I have gotten either subtly or over the top, overtly, you don't belong here. Okay. So I know how that feels. I know exactly how that feels, so I have sympathy for that. But if you become an elected representative, you must represent those people, and you must take their criticism. Look, we do a talk show here, and we take your guys' criticism all the time, right? And we deal with it, and we explain it, we agree, we explain the parts we agree and disagree, etc. You can't go around saying, how dare you bring up a perfectly legitimate issue and a critique of me, and then hide behind any issue, but yes, including race. And you say, oh, you can't, what do you mean hide behind race? That's outrageous. What do you mean? You think Clarence Thomas didn't hide behind race? When he was accused credibly of sexual harassment, what did he do? The guy who denies that racism exists at all of a sudden called it a high-tech lynching. See, that's hiding behind your race.
Wow.
Okay, so it can happen and it does happen. And I think
I didn't know anything about that. I don't know shit about that shit.
In this case, Eric Adams did do that.
Can we just, for a second, acknowledge the power dynamic in this exchange?
Yeah.
He's the mayor of New York City. Let's just consider that power dynamic.
Man, she mad for real, boy. God damn.
That's it. Okay, I mean, we're not talking about some rich, privileged white woman who comes across an impoverished black person and yells at him for no reason. This is a powerful man. He is the mayor of the largest city in this country, and she has a legitimate concern and is representing a concern for countless New Yorkers. To brush her off as someone who just sounds like a plantation owner so you don't have to answer the question, pretty gross.
And he didn't, he never answered the question. And so, look, here, again, I'll use myself as an example, and it's not at all an exaggeration. I've literally had somebody grab me by the elbow and walk me out of a place saying you don't belong here, okay? So, having said that, if I become the mayor of New York City, I don't get to say that anymore because I have achieved a status of power, and my job is to use that power on behalf of all of the citizens and not to make excuses. And also context matters. Now let me give you the other side of the context. Every mayor of New York City is pointed at and yelled at. I mean, Eric Adams, who is actually a moderate to conservative Democrat, you want to see somebody getting yelled at, Bill de Blasio was yelled at. The former mayor of New York, who is a more progressive Democrat, was yelled at and pointed at 1,000 times, 10,000 times.
You're right, you're not the first one, buddy.
Are mayors of New York yelled at? Hell yeah, they are. I mean, come on, it's comical. It's comical. It's New York City. If you can't handle a constituent and you won't answer a question and you come up with a lame excuse like that, that's embarrassing.
By the way, last week, Eric Adams vetoed a package of 4 bills by the New York City Council that would have expanded the city's rental voucher program. Maybe that's why he immediately went to the race card to essentially avoid having to answer any questions.
The race card. Ooh.
Thanks for watching the young.
Ooh, that's tough. Let's get the comments real quick. Eric Adams is, what does that mean? Okay. Because she told you the truth, behave like a good mayor. It seems like New York City has a problem electing appropriate officials. I can understand that if it was a red state, but New York, this guy's the best they had to offer voters. Sad. Jeez. Eric Adams needs to be impeached. You know what it probably is? You know, he probably got money in like the rental space, you know, the landlord space, shit like that. It's just an assumption of mine, but usually when politicians don't address things that could, you know, directly help people, it's because they get money from it, you know. They probably have a hand in, you know, because them people lobby and stuff, right? They lobby the politicians. They put bread in their pocket. So I wouldn't be surprised if the people who control like rent and stuff, like I wouldn't be surprised if Eric Adams had some money in the game for that. You dig what I'm saying? You know, I don't have all the details, but it's just an assumption of mine. It's a hypothesis. But hey, man, let me know what y'all think down below. The Young Turks and, man, Anna and Sank, they snap, boy. Eric Adams, yeah, I really didn't really like that dude from other stuff I've seen. You know, that made it worse. I saw that video first on Twitter, and I was like, yo, what's up with dude, bro? This lady's talking about she can't pay her rent. What are you doing to help the New York people? I said American people. The New York citizens with their rent. 50% of people are not making ends meet. What are you doing? You're the mayor. What are you doing? First of all, don't point at me. Talk to me with the respect I deserve. You're not. Don't talk to me like you're a plantation owner. What the fuck? Shut up. Now you could tell when he said that too. He was like grasping at something to say. He was grasping at straws. Ooh, boy, I hate when black people do shit like that, bruh. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Let me stop cussing for YouTube demonetize my ass. I'm sorry. Whew. But yeah, man, that was the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and join the Discord. The link is in the description box. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.